What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Pleeka. I'm Jerome.
And I'm Nick.
And today we're talking about Narcos Mexico, episode 7. A lot of shit went down in this episode.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people died. People left their wives.
Yeah.
It was pretty crazy. It started out kind of cool and different, too. There's two random people that we haven't seen before.
I know, we were
At
like...
least that I recollect. And then...
Were you like, who the hell are these guys?
Yeah, and then they walk up the club. Some dude's, like, pissing on his car. And the rest... And my first thought was, why not just kick the dude off your friend? Why try to shoot him? Because he shot once, I think, and missed. Then he's like, well, worked out well the first time. Let me try again. And then fucking kills his friend. Very poor decision.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like every movie or show that has, like, people shooting, when they're rolling around, they're like, oh, I can't get a shot. And you like, wait. This guy's like, whatever.
Yeah, you know what it reminded me of? Except they made a better decision than that. In Breaking Bad, when they're fighting Tuco, and Walt's in the hole, and he's aiming the gun at him, and Jesse's like, help me. And he's like, and Walt can't do it, so he doesn't shoot, because he doesn't want to kill Jesse.
Yeah.
Reminded me of that, except they did a better decision in Breaking Bad.
Yeah, I know. They walk out, they had bet on, like, the boxing match or whatever it was, and he's like, oh, come on, pay me. My dad pays you enough. And I was like, okay, so these guys are someone's.
Yeah,
I didn't know
at
who.
first I was like, did we do another time jump? I was like, what the fuck? And then we figured it out pretty quick.
Yeah, so, and then, so it's weird, so they'd never shown before, but then Don Nino was, like, not happy. He was very sad.
He was very sad. Felix goes and visits him later on, and then he goes to the guy's house that killed his son.
Did you think Felix's visit was a little weird?
Yeah.
Because, like, it started off
as
like,
it was almost like, I'm sorry. So about our business.
Yeah.
Like, this episode, I feel like, I don't know if it's his true self or what, but Felix is,
he's, like, changing?
He's very different.
A little bit, yeah. Because he's like, oh, yeah, you just gotta, get over it, basically. And, what am I gonna do with my brother?
Especially 'cause it's, like, the first day. Okay, I would kind of maybe get it if it was, like, a year later or so, and he's still just sitting at home doing nothing, but like, all right, you gotta get up and we gotta do work.
Yeah.
But it's the next day, like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But so he goes and visits the guy that killed his son, and the whole time I'm thinking, they're just setting this up to make us think he's gonna kill him. He ain't gonna kill him. And then he leaves. He says he forgives him, gets in the car, and I was like, oh, okay. And he's like, yeah, my son would have wanted me to forgive him, but I can't forgive the guy that killed my son. I can't let him go away. So here, you kill him. Get to that new cop driver he's got. And I was like, oh, fuck.
It's funny because I was like, is he gonna kill him? Like, how's he not gonna kill him?
That's what I was thinking, but I was like, I don't think he is.
And then he got up and didn't. And I was like, okay. I thought he was just gonna be like, all right, tell me who the guy was that was pissing on the car, and then
and maybe get him.
We'll go get him together, and he's gonna make him do it or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, he just got up and left. I was like, oh, that's weird. And then he's like, gives him the gun, and go, you go kill him. I was like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that makes a little more sense now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. And then, meanwhile, into there, Felix's wife is yelling at him.
Oh,
She's gonna like pack her bags and leave, and he chases her up the stairs, and it gets all weird. He starts fingering her and telling her he wants to stay, and then she's like, "All right, move back with me. You can do your business anywhere."
Yeah, and it kind of leads you to believe that that's what he's gonna do.
A little bit, especially what they're seeing later on in the episode, like towards the end.
We're gonna set stuff up differently.
Like, he says something like, "You were right," and blah blah, and he's like, "Yeah, but you'll do fine because I don't need you anymore." And walks out of the room, and I was like, "Oh fuck!"
Yeah, that was.
Didn't expect that, and I didn't catch it. And then they zoom in on it way more later on. I feel like maybe it's when he's realizing to leave his wife. I don't know, but in the beginning episode, he has like a painting from that girl.
Yeah. In
his office, I didn't catch that before. And then he looks at it again. He looks at it twice this episode, and I was like, "Oh, I remember the painting from last episode."
Yeah, I remember it from. Well, they've showed it like a couple times, but I just remember like
I probably saw it. I just didn't pay attention. And then the last episode, she bought that one painting, and I was like, "Oh."
Yeah.
But I thought that storyline was pretty interesting. That he was just like, eventually like, yeah, no, I don't need her. And then I was thinking, well, if he's going to leave his wife, he doesn't need her, and he's changing. And Rafa's kind of being a crazy asshole this episode and past couple.
Yeah.
I feel like he's going to do something to Rafa, but at the same time, I don't know if he will.
I don't know. So, Rafa lost his mind and stabbed all of those.
Yeah, well, first he's in the club with his friends, and he sees that girl.
Yeah.
Fucking, like, there's nothing against her, but every time I see her now, I'm annoyed because I know he's gonna be all crazy about her.
Yeah.
So he goes up to her and tries to kiss her, and she's like, "Oh no!" And like says she's beautiful. She says he looks like shit. He thinks that she's playing around.
Yeah.
And then the pilot that's been flying Felix around
Come
shows
on.
up, and they get in a little scruffle, and he's like, "Oh, I didn't know you were still with her. If I would have known that, I would have fucked her harder."
Yeah, I can't believe he would do that. But I feel like he.
I think in his mind, he's still he thinks that he's like, Rafa's just a little punk bitch. He's not gonna do anything. And
yeah,
then-
probably.
And what's funny too is they show us right before that his gun falls out of his pocket.
Yeah,
And then he goes to grab it, and even that guy's like, "Oh, you don't have your gun, huh?"
Yeah.
Are you looking at it? So then he goes upstairs, grabs someone else's gun, starts shooting in the club. It was a pretty weird scene. For a second I was like, "Oh, please don't kill don't kill him."
I didn't want him to kill him either.
And then he didn't, and he said not now, so that's kind of unresolved. I don't know what's gonna happen with there.
Yeah. So, Felix talks to him, is like, you can't be doing that, and he kind of compares him to his father and says his father's an asshole.
Well, yeah, he said my father used to look at me like that, and you know how I feel about him.
And so, in the beginning of the episode, well, not the very beginning, but after the break, after that dude gets shot, they show those random writers from America.
Oh yeah.
So
They kept showing them, but no explanation. They just
Yeah,
kept randomly showing them in scenes.
and so as soon as they went into that restaurant at the end, I figured
Yeah.
it was gonna go bad. And then they're like looking at stuff.
Well,
and
especially because when the one guy's like, "Write that down," and I knew they were in the same restaurant as Rafa, I was like, "Oh God, no! Don't start writing in here. They're gonna think you're cops."
yeah,
And then everybody in the fucking restaurant loses their shit.
yeah. It doesn't help the fact that they're all doing coke, so they're fucking
Yeah.
paranoid as fuck,
Yeah.
and they just fucking murder those two guys, which
Oh
I'm
my God,
sure
that scene was a little scary.
they literally the people have been telling Felix and Rafa that to just you got to keep it down, you can't make a big thing, and now
Yeah.
they just killed two American writers.
Yep.
I got a feeling that's not going to go over well.
No, yeah, that's he's just going
Not
crazy.
that he gives a fuck. I don't think he cares.
No, yeah, I don't think he will either. I think Felix is gonna care next episode when we see how he
Yeah.
reacts to it.
Yeah, me too.
Especially because he thought they were DEA, so he was like, in his mind, he was fine with killing DEA, which would have been worse for them. I feel like.
Oh, I didn't even think of it that way, but yeah, that wouldn't have been good.
Yeah, so he's just completely lost it. And then literally right after that,
And it's all about the woman, the drugs, and the fucking his little
he needs to go to rehab for a couple of months.
and his
maybe even a
his
couple years.
obsession with his weed. Like
Yeah.
he wants that to last forever.
How do you think he's gonna feel when Kiki and them
Burns it all.
burn down the field?
Now, here's my question, and maybe this is obvious and I'm stupid, but they don't know that Felix is helping with the coke yet, right?
I don't think they do.
Because they
I
were
mean,
like,
everybody else in Mexico seems to know, but they don't.
so like when they is Felix even gonna care when they burn it?
I don't think he'll. I mean, he'll probably be like, "Oh fuck,"
Yeah.
that's a setback a little bit. But I don't think he'll care that much.
Yeah.
I think Rafa might turn into the Incredible Hulk and start smashing everything in sight.
Until someone just shoots him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's gonna lead down to more
Yeah.
shit for Rafa.
It's certainly building.
That was a really cool scene I liked when they were in the office. Like first they go and they get the pilot and they go take the pictures themselves.
Yeah.
And they go and have that meeting. Like, we know you guys can't look over this.
Yeah.
So then they send Kiki out of the room and like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But that was pretty cool.
It was cool because they were just, they had him. And then they're like, okay, we'll get this in like 2 weeks.
What I thought was, why I don't get why they're doing this now. Kiki's leaving. Like, I guess maybe because they can't get in much trouble. I don't know. But why not just do something straight up like this originally?
Well, it's because Kiki did it though. Remember, he got fed up when he saw.
Yeah.
And
So is it just because he's leaving and he won't get in trouble, really?
yeah, I think so.
Like, he doesn't really
But
give
you
a
know
shit
he's
'cause
not
going away?
leaving.
Yeah. I don't know. His wife's looking at San Diego home in the beginning. And then it's funny, like, I don't know if it was the last video or the video before. I was like, I'm just waiting for her to get fed up with his
Yeah,
stuff. But she doesn't. She's very supportive. I
That's-
gotta shut my mouth in these videos. Every time I say something nice about someone, they do exactly what I said I was expecting them to do.
I totally, when she's like, why do you have to be there or whatever? And she stormed off, started taking her shoes and like slamming them down the other room. And I
Mhm.
was like, Jerome's wrong.
Yeah, every
Yeah.
fucking time. I
Yeah.
really gotta shut my
the,
mouth.
That's the first time I thought of that.
But yeah, at first she's like, "Oh yeah, you got him." He's like, "Yeah, but James said it's gonna take a couple of weeks, so I'm gonna need a couple of weeks." She's like, "You motherfucker! I thought we were finally out of here."
Which I see both sides. I see why he wants to be there,
Yeah.
but I also
Well, and also she planted that in his head. She's like, "Do you think he even knows your name?" And now all he
Oh,
wants is
that's
him to
true.
know the name. So
That's
it's her
true.
fault.
Do you think he's gonna be like, "What's my name?"
Oh, maybe he's gonna go up to him and be like, I'm the one who knocks.
Yeah.
Did you like in the episode when he was at the restaurant with his kid, and all of a sudden sees Felix getting in his car, and he runs over and he goes, Felix, fucking talk to me.
Yeah.
And he just drives off.
And he looks at him like, "Who's this guy?"
Who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very weird.
So they have that big meeting, and Felix kind of.
Yeah, he gets all the.
So like he sent the pilot to Juarez, and says you're gonna like kind of overlook this stuff, and then he did some other things.
He kind of shuffled everybody around.
Kept Tijuana the same, which pissed off Isabella.
Yeah. I that's another thing this episode. I was like, oh, he's changing a little bit because like he promised her that, and he's not giving it to her, and like
I thought he was gonna make her like in charge, and then he was gonna leave.
That's what I thought was gonna happen too. I thought he was like teasing her along to then be like, yeah, I'm shuffling guys around, and I'm gonna step down and do the coke, and she's gonna do this.
Yeah, and then he's like, nope, nope.
Yeah.
It's just like. But, so then his brother just gets up and leaves in a huff, and then that dude that's in charge of Juarez is like, yeah, I'm not doing this either. And
he's like, if you don't like it, you can get the fuck out.
Yeah, and I was like, holy shit.
I like that, because before he was kind of letting people step on him.
Yeah, a little bit. And then our favorite guy, what's his name?
Nava?
Nava, yeah. He got his finally. That made me happy.
That made me, well, because he was nagging the whole episode. I was like, Felix, just fucking go Rocky on him.
And the other cop was like, I'm gonna go get a donut.
Yeah, he's like, don't feel like getting beaten today, so I'm gonna get out of here. But that was because he just kept nagging him the whole episode, and then finally he just beat him to death.
Which is funny if you think about it. So his brother did it, and we called him crazy, and then he did it. We're like, oh, thank God.
Well, because I feel like Felix. I mean, his brother killed two random people.
He just killed the leader.
And it's gonna take him down.
Police organization.
Yeah, but he's got government friends.
That's true.
So he could maybe put someone in there that he likes now.
Hopefully.
But, you see, I feel like Felix's was kind of more warranted.
Oh, I agree. It's just funny because
But it doesn't help that Rafa's not that likable either.
No, if he smiles like a crazy man one more time, I swear.
If he was smiling at me, I might shit my pants.
I can't imagine he's going to make it through the whole season.
I can't either. It's crazy, like, think how he is now compared to, like, the first episode.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Drastically different.
It's almost like he's on drugs or something.
Yeah. They really should let him stick with that girl. He went to done.
I wish we could just power through the rest of these, but
yeah, no.
Unfortunately, life goes on.
It is kind of cool doing it slowly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wish we were done, but sometimes I don't, because then I'm like, oh, what are we gonna watch?
Yeah. Well, you could watch the first 3 seasons.
That's true, but we can't do videos on those.
Well, we could, but no one would watch them.
But that's it for this video. Please like, subscribe, comment down below your thoughts on Narcos Mexico, and we'll see you guys next time for episode 8. Everybody in the fucking restaurant loses their shit.